Welcome to the special lecture series on multiple choice questions. In today's class, I'll talk about some of the important MCQs with respect to Financial Systems 2, which is the Economics General paper for SYBA. In this class, we are again starting up with the MCQs with respect to the 4th semester and the first chapter from the syllabus. So let's get started. The first question is, which of the following denotes the important functions of Reserve Bank of India? The important functions of RBI or Reserve Bank of India, and the underlying options are A. Banker to banks, B. Banker to government, C. Formulates banking policy, and D. All of the above. So here the critical or important functions of Reserve Bank of India are denoted by all these 3 points. That means Reserve Bank of India is a banker to the banks, the Reserve Bank of India is also banker to the government, as well as it formulates the banking policy of India, and therefore option D, all of the above, is the correct answer to this question. I hope the question is clear. Let us now move to the next one. The next question is the important same question but in different fashion, and also the options are different here. So the question is in this fashion: the important functions of Reserve Bank of India also includes dash. It also includes A. Licensing authority, B. Regulation of foreign exchange or forex, C. Collection and publication of data, and D. All of the above. So here again the important functions of Reserve Bank of India are all these 3 things, that is collection and publication of data, as well as licensing authority and the regulation of foreign exchange, and therefore option D, all of the above, is the correct answer to this particular question. Let us now move to the next question, which is again talking about the functions of Reserve Bank of India. I segregated them into 3 different questions because the underlying options are different in all these 3 questions, and in that fashion you will cover nearly 9 important functions of Reserve Bank of India. So anyways, the first 3 were banker to bank, banker to the government, and formulation of banking policy. The next 3 are licensing authority, regulation of foreign exchange, as well as collection and publication of data. Now let us move to the next question, which is framed in this fashion: dash are some of the critical functions of Reserve Bank of India. Let us now look at the options. The first option is control over bank credit. Second is qualitative measures. The second is quantitative measures like open market operations and bank rate, which I'll talk about all these things, both the qualitative as well as quantitative measures in the monetary policy in the next lecture. But let us stick ourselves to the functions. The quantitative measures include open market operations and bank rate. The qualitative measures include moral suasion and selective credit controls, and the last option is all of the above. So here again the critical functions of Reserve Bank of India are not only qualitative and quantitative functions or measures, but also control of bank credit, and therefore all these 3 things denote critical functions of Reserve Bank of India, and therefore option D, all of the above, is the correct answer. Now with respect to these 3 questions, we have covered almost 9 important functions of Reserve Bank of India, and they are: first is banker to the banks, banker to the government, formulation of the banking policy, licensing authority or RBI as licensing authority, RBI as the regulation or regulator of foreign exchange. Then RBI also collects the data and also publishes the data in India. And then we have control over bank credit and quantitative as well as qualitative measures. Now quantitative measures include open market operations and bank rates, whereas qualitative includes moral suasion and selective credit controls. I'll talk about them in the upcoming classes, that too probably in the next session per se. Anyways, all of the above is the correct answer. So here we have seen 9 different functions of Reserve Bank of India. Let us now move to the next one. The RBI, apart from its typical functions, these were its typical functions, is also engaged in dash functions, is also engaged in other functions. And what do you call those functions? Whether you call it A, promotional functions, B, development functions, C, both promotional and development functions, and D, none of the above. So here, apart from its regular functions, it is also, or typical functions, it is also engaged in both promotional as well as developmental functions, and therefore option C, promotional, both promotion and development functions is the correct answer. So you have to remember that these are the typical functions of Reserve Bank of India. In addition to that, it also performs promotional and development functions. Yeah, so I hope this question is clear. Now let us look at the next question, which is in a sense talking about the promotional and developmental functions of Reserve Bank of India, and the question is framed in this fashion: dash incorporates the promotional and development functions of Reserve Bank of India, and the underlying options are: A, development of cooperative banks; B, establishment of training college for staff; C, development of bill market; and D, all of the above. So here dash incorporates promotional and development functions of Reserve Bank of India, all these 3 points. That means development of cooperative banks, development of bill market, as well as the establishment of training college for its staff, and therefore option D, all of the above, is the correct answer to this question. So I hope the regular or typical functions as well as the promotional and development functions of Reserve Bank of India are pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next question. The next question is again related to the promotional and developmental functions of Reserve Bank of India, and the question is framed in this fashion: the promotional and development functions of Reserve Bank of India includes dash, and the underlying options are: A, encourage commercial banks to extend branches to rural areas; B, mobilize savings through the Unit Trust of India; C, appoint committees to scrutinize problems in banking sector; and D, all of the above. So apart from these 3 functions, that means development of the bill market, development of cooperative banks, as well as establishment of staff training college, the Reserve Bank of India through its developmental and promotional functions is also engaged into encouragement of commercial banks to establish its branches in rural areas, as well as mobilize savings through Unit Trust of India, and appointing committees so as to scrutinize the banking business or banking sector in India, and therefore here all of the above is the correct answer. So again, with respect to the typical functions, we have seen 9 functions, and with respect to the promotional and development functions, we have seen 6 functions. So here development of cooperative banks, development of bill market, establishment of staff training colleges, then encouraging commercial banks to extend branches to rural areas, mobilize saving through UTI, as well as appointment of certain committees to scrutinize banking sector. These are all promotional and development functions of Reserve Bank of India. I hope both these important functions are pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next one. Next question is very easy. Dash acts as the banker to the government. We have seen in the functions the typical functions, and the underlying options are: A, SBI; B, Securities and Exchange Board of India; C, Reserve Bank of India; and D, all of the above. So who acts as the banker to the government? It is none other than the Reserve Bank of India, and therefore option C, RBI, is the correct answer to this question. So here the Reserve Bank of India acts as the banker to government. I hope this question is clear. Let us now move to the next one. Again, a very easy sort of question. Dash is also known as the lender of last resort. The lender of last resort, who is known as that? Whether it is A, State Bank of India; B, Reserve Bank of India; C, Federal Reserve; or D, none of the above. So here I am looking at it in Indian context. Okay, in Indian context, who's the lender of last resort? Here the correct answer is the Reserve Bank of India is the lender of last resort, and therefore RBI is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope both these questions are pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next one. The Reserve Bank of India established the Discount and Finance House of India, or DFHI, in the year dash. When did the Reserve Bank of India establish DFHI? That means Discount and Finance House of India. Whether it was established in the year 1968, whether it was established in the year 1978, 1988, or 1998. So here again the correct answer is option C, 1988. So here the Reserve Bank of India established the Discount and Finance House of India, or DFHI, in the year 1988, and therefore option C is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope the concept is clear. Let us now move to the next. What was the purpose of establishment of DFHI, or Discount and Finance House of India? The next question is in relation to that, and the question is framed in this fashion. What was the main purpose of establishment of DFHI in the year 1988 by the Reserve Bank of India? And the underlying options are: A, provide security to the depositors with the bank; second, provide financial help to the bank; third option is provide locker facility to general public; and last is none of the above. So here the important reason or purpose of establishment of DFHI in the year 1988 by Reserve Bank of India was to provide security to the depositors with the bank. That means option A is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope these MCQs are pretty much clear. In the next session, I'll talk about the monetary policy. So please stay tuned for more. Thank you.